on to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Rams football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Gay now set to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Hey, what's happening? Picking back up where we left off. Let's go right before I left. So that's how I let that shit form. Unless, which it didn't. That's it for my playbook up. I fought with it. I was waiting on them to do a cornerback one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
I was able to set my playbook. I did that. That's what I wanted to do that for. I got up, created my playbook, and I wanted to run one before I left, but I just ran out of time.
Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up.
He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 32 that
they took a lot of my formations out.
Was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous.
Oh, they took a lot of my formations out.
Right there. Pretty good arm too.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road. But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
Bro, these niggas took a bunch of my plays out.
They created some nice space for him.
Hurts. That's knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Took
that in one-handed. What a grab. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
All right, yeah, they toasted us that first drive.
They watched the other side just score, but remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down,
What play did they call?
still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field, took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go option to the short side.
Oh, come on, bro.
He's going to lose yardage here. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit. Nick Bolton. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. This time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st rounder, getting in there for the sack. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Pin him. Pin him.
Play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Appreciate it.
Linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now Dobbins again on second down.
We'll
he's
take
not
that.
going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Normally, we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape. This is it! This is it!
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
One of the most hyped, talked about prospects that enter the league at tight end. Kyle Pitts certainly delivered and probably exceeded expectations as a rookie. Hit 1,000 yards and ranked 3rd among tight ends and 2nd among all rookies in receiving. Sky, absolutely the limit for this young man. A nice pick up there for a first down.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we see James. He will not return it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Lawrence on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Open man is Uzama. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Now Lawrence. And that's incomplete. The clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Flush. And he can't
at that time, boy.
Go with it, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following in a bit.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this
one. Yeah.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
I'm glad he put that bitch on him.
Hurts will throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To throw again is Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Let me get that.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Back to throw here. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And
they're definitely playing the flats or the drags better this year. Even on this one.
Credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
But first down, Hurts. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right.
That was dumb. That was a dumb idea. That was me.
Picked up by Eric Rowe. He's at the 40.
All right, I deserve that.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
That's my bad, y'all.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Now Chubb running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and let you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Now, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's going to be caught by one.
Good catch and
he'll be
spin.
taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He played that bitch beautifully.
Look at
God
this.
damn it.
Get the turnover they
I
needed.
put
It's
these on.
intercepted.
God damn it.
Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after.
God damn it. I put these niggas back in the game.
Sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. If you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go ahead and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 7, 37 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw here put by Hilton. And he'll have a first down to the 45, but the tackle comes inbounds. Dobbins with it. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
Hey.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Boy, I sure did almost get that bitch away, but I gave them more points than they scored. Don scored 10 points, and I gave them 14. I was just trying shit out, I guess. No, I wasn't trying shit out. They were both done decisions. Alright, you already played yours. Yep. All right here. Dak. Let's see, when do we play? Week 9. I'm sorry, week 8. Week 8 and week 10. Hey. What team you on? You on the Falcons? Aha. Oh, I'm glad they got these bitches on here. I don't remember they had them on there. Yeah, I'm gonna throw back to these.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Seattle Seahawks versus Jalen Hurts and the Atlanta Falcons.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
All right, no dumb shit.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard.
I ain't even realize. I just realized that shit. Why the fuck would y'all do that?
Here to begin the season, they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories. CD.
I just realized that dumb shit.
Well, last week, their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 35.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Hurts. Oh, he's got his tight end.
Get in there, let go.
Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Tucker now to
we
kick
matched
it
up
away
against this
following the
division.
touchdown. And that'll carry
So you'll be seeing these niggas too.
zone for a touchback. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
I hadn't really done shit since.
A clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job is really simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, back to Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as their squad improved to 2-0 on the young season.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But
oh, come on. Oh, come on.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy
Put your hands up, boy.
Better focus on.
And it's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ah, overran it. Fuck, that should have been me.
That's Schultz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. For the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw.
Oh, nice.
There for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Falcons ready to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll set up to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Come on, niggas.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hurts throw into the hands of Pitts here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. The Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied.
Excuse me.
Skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half.
Come on.
And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense where we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First down, Prescott. For Marshall, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Nothing downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On second down, here's Fournette. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Dancing to his left.
Come on.
He almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
All right, we'll take it.
Prater's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
But a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
Come on.
Of the field, but it's incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's Hurts to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that
touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have retaken a third quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right.
Come on, I said underneath.
And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Prescott.
Come on.
But it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. A handoff. Fournette running left.
Niggas just falling.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Fournette. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Flush to his right.
Let's go.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment.
We'll definitely take that.
Continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give. This is Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover.
And he is into the end zone for
Good
a
job.
touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take
I definitely should have went for 2 on that, because I know Madden finna try to fuck me.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little.
Come on. Let's go.
Intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
That will do it.
Tucker with the extra point.
Indeed.
The lead is up to 15 now.
They couldn't get in the end zone in that second half. Kept holding the field goals.
Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 15. 80 seconds remaining. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Dak.
Oh, come on, let me click on it.
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Well, this was a very close game at Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the...
We are